Hello?
I've been fair, right?
What happened?
I'm being reasonably fair, right? You would say so.
With what situation now?
Giving you a lot of time to spend with your family, you know, holding off on the debrief, right? You know, letting you enjoy your barbecues and your, barbershop, the OJ. Right? Correct?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, time to fucking debrief. We need to debrief.
Where are you?
007. I'm at the tennis courts in Roxwood.
Oh, I'm not far from there.
Okay. Just meet me at the tennis courts.
I'm on the way.
Okay, perfect. It's good to know you came alone. I thought you might have made that mistake. Do you want to follow me to the garage and then we'll go in your car somewhere private, okay? You know I don't do those things. I'll do a handshake.
Hey.
Sure. Okay. So it doesn't seem like the dark chat is as efficient as what we normally have in Europe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can't send you photos and documents through it. So this is what we're gonna do, okay? Because you know there's eyes,
What about
ears,
this?
cameras everywhere, right? I'm gonna send you the pictures with no context. Well, I'm just gonna give you a title. Then we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna drop our phones in the car, leave our phones in the car, go for a slight walk, and then talk. I'm gonna brief you on everything, okay? And you're gonna help me with some info too. Sounds right? Sounds alright?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna send you the pictures now. All good?
Hey. Yeah, all good. Wait, what's the
Okay.
last picture about? And I lost me with that one.
What the let's say the figure, right? The certain figure. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the figure.
I'm gonna explain everything when we get to the spot. Now put your phone in the glove.
Read the.
I'll put mine in the glove too. Okay, perfect. Okay, I think this is far enough. Hopefully, it's just geolocator tracker. You're too experienced for me to explain all of this. Um, okay, so as you heard in the message in the briefing,
Mm-hmm.
Igor Volkov was last spotted here, right? So I started off by investigating his actually I found a yacht off the coast of Roxwood, right?
Oh.
And I looked through the yacht and finally there was proof has been on the yacht, but not proof I think that it's his necessarily his yacht, right?
Yeah.
So I just thought, oh, it's just the night light is kind of beautiful out here. Um, so then obviously the next thing is he has a lot of assets here in America. One of his biggest assets is Pearl Fuel,
Mm-hmm.
and I was sending you the two known Pearl Fuel locations in Roxwood County, and as you saw from the pictures, I'll be honest, nothing majorly dodgy. The back rooms are a little bit you know, squishy, a little bit, claustrophobic. But I'll be honest, I know if you didn't see anything, I didn't see anything alarming, did you?
Not from what I can see, no.
Exactly. But then I went to the mansion all the way up. Let me see if I can give you the postal. Let's see. I got a little, paper map just in case my Google Maps don't always work. I believe it's 927. I think it's postal 927. Right? Oh. Yeah, so over
Postal
there.
927.
Yes, I believe. We can have a look after real quick just to make sure, right? But there it seems like he did rent that property for a little bit. He is no longer there. So what I was showing you was the meeting room. It was quite interesting, and then right next to the meeting room there was an office, right? But
Yeah.
before I talk about the office, which is the big thing I found, the reason why the figure was so important is because Igor Volkov, right?
Uh-huh.
It's funny because he's from St. Petersburg. However, we know from our intelligence he's a big fan of the Moscow ballerinas. And it seemed like that was
Affirmative.
a figurine from one of them, so it just proves something he's left behind. So we know he's been at that location. Whether Airbnb or rent, we know he doesn't own anything property-wise in the US of A.
Mm-hmm.
But seems like he rented there for a bit and left something behind. And it's not the only thing he left behind. And this is the big one, where it's derailed us a little bit. I've talked to Agent Blackwell, Agent Rosewood, and I'll be honest, Double O, it's not looking great. Did you remember I sent you a picture of a IAA document?
Yeah. So what did it say?
Okay. It seems like Igor Volkov is an IAA asset.
What?
Indeed. I don't know if you were able to read the fine print. I wasn't able to get the best picture, but I sent a better
Yeah, I
picture
couldn't
to
read
Agent
it. It was too
Blackwell.
like small.
It seems like what we're dealing with here is someone who was brought in purposefully by the IAA America, I don't know, to mess with things. And I don't know
That's
why he
interesting.
attacked London. Maybe it wasn't part of the plan. I don't know necessarily whether he just had so much power he decided to go for Europe. And we're still dealing with the effects of everything he did in London, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And first it seems like there's no trace of him currently in Roxford, and you didn't even know who he was, so it seems like Kaio too. We don't
Mm-hmm.
currently have access to Los Santos. And this is where I need you to help me a bit, because that's all the information I got on Igor right now. But actually, there's one more thing.
Copy. What's up?
So, IA asset or not, it kind of means he's untouchable. Unfortunately, wherever he is. The best thing we could do, us now, is we can find him and monitor him. Right? Basically foil his every move. However, it seems like here he had some sort of partnership with down in Roxford with I think it was Roxford or Los Santos, if I remember my intelligence. Remember, I don't have my phone, so it's hard.
Is it
With
the fuel station? The Pearl, was it Pearl
well,
Fuel?
Well, that's his company. But I mean, he had connection with a Commissioner Robert Cross, I believe,
Commissioner Robert Cross.
of
Is
the
that anything to do with Billion Cross?
Killian Cross. Killian Cross.
He's the commissioner.
Okay. Wait. So you're saying that Killian Cross, so a cross, is the current commissioner of what, Roxwood County, Los Santos? Do we know?
Um, I know it's Roxwood. I'm not sure about Los Santos.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. When I was undercover working for the Met, right? We did we learnt a lot about the how do you call it? The operating procedures and the tactics of Robert Cross when he took down the Chinese triads near Chinatown in Los Santos. We learned that we used that to take down plenty of gangs in London, such as, Zone 286, right? Homerton. So I know a thing or two about him, right? But if it turns out he was dirty, we need to do more information. But do we know anything about Robert Cross here? You said Killian Cross? Is the current commissioner any relation?
I have no idea. I'd have to do my research and get back to you. Like I have his contact number and I can get close to him to find out any information if Robert Cross is anything to do with him.
Okay, please let me know. But yeah, that's kind of all we have. A dodgy police commissioner, I guess. And the thing that Blackwell told us is to honestly really lock in at the state of Roxwood and Cayo Perico. She said that our mission now is to get intel on everyone, is to know the ins and outs, because it's still, according to her, it still could be Igor Volkov's doing. It could still be a national security threat to the United Kingdom, and we just need to stay 2 steps ahead. So this is where what do we know in terms of any criminal activity? What do we know?
I think we don't know much.
And I'm gonna be honest, we can't even trust police here. Like, we don't know anything. I've had a good chat with some fellas. We know Isaiah, obviously, your nephew and
Yeah,
stuff,
you've been
but we
talking to
can't
my
trust.
nephew.
We can't trust. I haven't talked to him in a while about anything. The only thing I really told him about was the fucking tables. I haven't told him any information about really any actual criminals down here, right? But I do know. So this is what I can tell you, right? So there's a couple families. So the main one I'm close with, as you know, is the Sinclair family. So that's made up of especially Vontae Sinclair. He leads something. I don't know the actual name yet, but he leads a gang. They do kind of seem like small fish though. I'll be honest, a lot of the gangs right now do seem like small fish. I know there's a drug K2 out. I had some K2 earlier actually. My
Oh, you
source,
tried it?
yeah, I did. It made me fight some monkeys and some zombies. It was kind of insane, right? And then I was just hallucinating apparently, according to the guy who gave it to me, Osama. He's a cool lad. He's not really suspecting much, but he talks a lot. Like, he gives good information. So you're talking about K2 and you're talking about the Hendrix family. And I heard you on the phone with the Hendrix and I needed to talk to
Yeah,
Hendrix.
yeah.
Not for that
G
reason.
baby.
Not for that reason, but I do need to get in contact with the Hendrix because the police are cracking down on Up and Atom due to gang activity near the
Gang
business.
activity?
Near the business, yes.
Ooh.
So this is the thing, right?
How, do they have
Von,
anything
so
to identify themselves?
so Von and his group are wearing blue, dark blue beads and flags, literally all
Oh.
the time around the establishment, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, after the first warning we got from DOJ, everything got calmed down. A bunch of them got fired. You know, we're trying to structure up now. The problem we're having is that apparently, according to Osama, the Hendrixes are coming and selling K2 at the restaurant.
Oh, the Hendrix are selling K2 at the restaurant.
At Up and Atom, yes. So the reason I want to talk to the Hendrix family is to tell them that basically to warn them that police are cracking down. So they got a chill of wise they're gonna get recode. Because I know how the police work here. And we're gonna talk about the police in a
Interesting.
sec. So if we can have a quick talk with G Baby or whatever, just let them know. You know, they don't seem like, I'll be honest, they do seem a bit hostile, but you know, hopefully with your presence there, we could just calm stuff down a little bit. You know, just to
Mm-hmm.
tell them that we don't want them going to prison. Simple as that. Well, or we don't want them going to the prison on the LSPD's terms anyways. If they turn out to be big fish, hey, you know, national security got to deal with them. But for now, nothing major. Then there is, okay, so that's the Hendrix family. Then there's the Love family, which I don't know much about. I just know
Love.
Sin Love robbed me like a week or two ago. So other than that, there's that. Then the Flores family hangs out a lot with the Sinclair family. It's Yaya. It's I believe someone called Millie. Then Catalina. I don't really know the
These
other
are all loves,
ones.
right?
No, that's Flores. Flores.
Oh,
Love. All
Flores.
I know is Sin and Hannah. Hannah used to work at Up and Atom. But I don't
I
know
don't
anything
know
that Hannah.
Hannah.
I
I
don't
haven't spoke
actually.
to
I
him in a
do know.
while.
I heard Hannah smuggling people. I don't know whether he still does that. I think I heard him on. I think I heard him on the phone one time in Up and Atom talking about getting people from here to here. But I think with visas now, that's again small fish, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Then there's last but not least there's Murder Ave, right?
That's ISO, right?
I don't know ISO fella, so here you're giving me information. I didn't know anything about Murder Ave until actually I knew that a fella named Jeff was wearing their red colours. But other than that, I don't know
Mm.
anything about ISO. So what do you know about this ISO fella?
I don't know much about him, but I know at one point they were in Kayo screaming their murder app.
Okay, okay. Then any other gangs in Kayo that you came around to that even important or unimportant? This is a debrief, you know.
Honestly, there was someone that were calling themselves Cartel.
Hey,
I
the
think
cartel. Now we're talking.
Timmy Tough Knuckles is the leader. However, I don't think they're the cartel at all. Like they do not give cartel.
Oh, so they're a bunch of what's the term that everyone loves? LARPers.
Yeah,
Okay, so we got a fake cartel. Damn, we got fake cartel
basically,
before
yeah, it's a
fake
fake
GTA
cartel.
6. Okay, um, so that's okay. So that's the criminal side. I feel like there's not much, but you know, we both need to. As you work DOJ now, come on, you are in the best position, pretty much, right? So basically, the next step I think will be to kind of find out maybe a little bit more about K2. You know, so find out if that's anything to do with us, right? Anything to do
Copy.
with Igor. Then police. So we need to talk about this current department then. So I've met a few fellas, right? So you said Killian Cross is the commissioner. I've met the commissioner.
Yeah.
I never got his name, but I've met him. Like, he stopped me, he pulled me over once, and then I was supposed to have a meeting with him. Right? So, but I don't remember him saying his name. So his name is Killian Cross. Okay.
Yeah, Killian Cross. He calls himself Killy for short.
Okay, Killy. Okay, so we need to figure out if there's any link between him and Robert. Right? Robert Cross also went by Robert Gordon. So if you find out,
I
you
do
hear
not
Gordon.
know that last name, but I can do my research.
Then, okay, so then there's the Moretti brothers. I haven't spoken to them in a while. Luca Moretti, Siamani Moretti, and Carter Moretti. I'm familiar with their father. Yes, Luca Moretti.
Luca, not the DOJ.
No. They were cops. I'm talking about cops. Right? There's two Lucas. Two Luca M's, funny enough. I spoke to the DOJ Luca earlier. He's an alright lad, a bit clueless, but alright. So Luca Moretti, I'm familiar with their father, Paolo. Okay? So Paolo, Paolo was also a police officer, so I don't remember exactly if he was part of the previous, Los Santos or Roxwood team. I don't know anything. I don't know if he's still alive or he's dead, whatever. But that's all I know. And we need to be careful for the car tow, by the way. Then, who else do I know of the department? I've got the phone number of a few people. I think, I don't even have my phone. I think it's a Namir or a Nasir. Don't know his last name.
Payne. Their last name's Payne.
I remember he was also the one that arrested me at Up and Atom. So if you remember who that was.
That was Namir.
Okay, so Namir Payne. Okay. So he seems alright. He seems just like a fellow who's like listening to orders, right? But you know what? I think we can go ahead back to the car. We're talking about like, less ego stuff and more general stuff that people talk about anyways. We'll be okay, right? So we don't lose the car. Okay, so then we have Isaiah already. Then we have Malik Archer, right?
Malik Archer. I don't know that one.
He gave me his number. Gave me a number just earlier. He's gonna help me with security, hopefully. He needs to talk to with the commissioner. And then, so he's all right. He seems like a very big enforcer. Then any other, I could just bring up names, certain names. I think I heard a Neville. Oh, okay.
Well, I think I met a Neville today. Caucasian fella, right?
Do I remember how he looks like? I just remember him calling himself Neville. I don't know if I remember how he looks like, but you said Caucasian fella. Okay, I'm gonna look out.
Yeah.
But the reason why I do question this police department is we've kind of come here and the police department's moving like the ICE, ICE, So, but it's like, it's funny, but it's also like, why? What happened here that we don't know about? Like, we locked off from Los Santos. The rest of Los Santos is apparently dead quiet. We're stuck in these two counties. We can only access one. Immigration is hardly traced and hardly tracked. There's something happened here. It smells.
I think so.
Simone, you don't agree? It smells. It stenches here. And whatever happened here, maybe...
Are we going the right way?
Maybe Igor was just around. Maybe Igor was involved, But we need to figure that out.
That is a possibility.
So I'm going to be honest, the people who could actually probably give us the most answers right now is PD. Because no one else kind of clues. And I already talked to Isaiah a bit, being like, basically, what the hell happened here? And he told me to talk to the commissioner. Yes, Hilly Cross fella. So, you know what, maybe Hilly Cross and, Robert Cross are related. But yeah, all I can do right now is get answers. In terms of our mission though, we're going to split up, okay? You're going to find out more about K2, anything about K2, and don't tell anyone except me, right? and vice versa. I'm gonna find out more about PD and why and the current state of affairs. You know, I could do that easily. I'm already warm up to quite a few of the PD here, right?
Yeah, correct.
And we're gonna rebrief after, okay? But anyways, before we, you know, have a bit more normal conversations, let's go to that mansion at 927 just to double check that it's still there. We don't need to enter it unless you want to. Oh, your phone. Wow, you're a busy lady.
It's DOJ.
But yeah, no. Well, you could have picked that up. Could have picked that up. It's.
I mean, I don't feel like working right now.
Well, you're working another job right now. Sorry about that. But yeah, K2, the most I got currently, the Hendricks family, might be in contact with a lot of it, but the amount of people that come to me regular asking me for K2 or asking me, I just don't keep names. I don't, you know, we don't have glasses right now. We can't. We were left with a little bit of equipment. I asked Isaiah if he could get me some meta glasses. I wasn't going to give him any information, but we're going to use it for my own, you know, recon, but he hasn't been able to deliver, so. How do you feel though? I feel like I told you a lot here.
I mean, I feel great. Doesn't seem too difficult. I feel like the main focus is like you gotta try and find Igor. Like he might be hidden because I know there's a lot of people around, you know, disguising their original image. But at the same time, I've noticed people in Roxwood, they like to talk.
Really, they would love to talk, Coley.
Like, it's actually bad, but it makes it easier for us, you know?
I'll be honest, I've been sleeping in one of the houses to the right for the last few weeks. This has been kind of my safe location now. I've been kind of sleeping with blind women, you know, like Deadpool. But I got some news on Shirley. She's going through her first week of chemo. So
how's she feeling? Because I know it makes you very sick, doesn't it?
She's not doing well whatsoever. How did we get here? You know, just make sure she stays strong. I got a bit of contact with her. You know, I could. I wasn't able to get my old SIM, but I've got a better plan now. You know, AT&T lets me call aboard for a few extra bucks. So I've been having some conversations with her, just making sure she's okay. Of course, she wants me to get home, but Blackwell won't let me go home, you know? Especially when I really have nothing out here for me currently with all my nieces basically phoning me.
Okay,
yes, it's here.
What's up, Saya? He's not answering. So he's lied up.
Okay, maybe we'll answer again while we're doing whatever, you know? I feel like, you know, earlier there was kind of a protest for the potatoes. It was
Wait, hold on. He's coming back. G, baby? What's poppin'? I'm gonna put you on speaker real quick, alright? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, lad. This is G baby, correct?
This is capital G, never the lowercase. What's up?
Okay, so I'm one of the managers at Up and Atom, right? And pretty much we've been given warnings that basically police are sniffing around. So it was just to let you lot know that one of my workers says you lot like tried to sell K2 around. So basically, you lot might need to stop before you know you'll recode with us. You feel me? It's just like
what? Say that again.
Basically, one of our workers saying that you sell K2 nearby, right? That you were selling K2.
Me, G baby, capital G.
No, or the Hendricks family. He said the Hendricks family, right?
Okay.
is just to let you lot know that because of police, you know, sniffing around, just be careful, you know, just make sure you don't get tied in with us. Feel me?
Okay. Nah,
That's
for
all.
sure. Why
That's
you
all.
guys also sell K2, I'm guessing?
No. We've just literally, I'll be honest, police are already sniffing around just because we've had gangs close to our establishment. They've already had talks with DOJ. We might be screwed already. They might be taking our business.
They might be taking your business. Damn.
Yes.
What
So,
family is you?
I'm not. I'm just one of the managers, but the people that own it, Sinclair family.
Okay, the Sinclairs. Okay, all right.
Yeah. But
All
yeah.
right. Well, I appreciate you calling me and giving me a heads up. You know, everything is all just allegedly right now, you know, them saying that the Hendrixes have K2, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to agree to any of that, you know what I'm
Okay. Of
saying?
course.
That's
Of
something
course.
for my lawyer and a judge to talk and the police, but I appreciate you giving me a heads up, you know, maybe I could get your number from Simone, and any information you get in your
All I know is that
establishment, let me know.
the lad that said that you lot have K2 is Osama. His name's Osama.
Asama. Hold
Yeah.
on, let me write this down. Let me write this down.
You know a
Let me
lad
stay
called
on the phone. Let me write
Osama?
this down. Asama. You know, I got a really big family, so I'm just gonna see who knows us. Okay, I just wrote it down. Asama. What else? What else? What
That's all.
else?
That's all I got for you.
Okay, you hear anything else? You let me know. If cops
Okay.
come around and
Perfect.
ask any questions, you just let me know. Simone, go ahead and give me his number too, so I
I
could talk
got
to him
you.
directly. What's your name, by the way?
My name's Johnny. Johnny.
Johnny. Okay, it's nice meeting you, Johnny. This is G, and I'm keep in touch with you.
Okay. Perfect. Okay.
I
Take care.
appreciate it. All right, Simone, give me his number. I'm gonna contact him.
All right, I got you. I'll text you.
All right, thank you, Simone.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
He did not like that. Oh, that's why I had to throw Osama under the bus. Sorry, Osama, lad. Sorry, Osama.
Was it Osama?
Yeah, it was. It was. I told him the truth. I only tell the truth. Nothing but the truth. Come on.
Right, Johnny.
Now I'm just gonna tell Osama that I told him. You know. So.
Why?
Actually, no, I don't need to, right?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. Where's your family? All your
No,
geezers.
they probably
Ty Dolla
stupid, bro.
Sign. Fucking Ty Dolla Sign's farming.
Ty Dolla Sign is at church practice, you know, because he plays in a band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't think that, right?
No, well, he's Ty Dolla Sign. Maybe I would think that. Yo. Hey, you. Let go. Let go. Lad, let go. Look at you. There on the sides, it's not working. The bald patch is clearly showing. Let it go. If I'm in your position, I'll let it go too. Trust me. I know. Shaved, I look like Johnny Sins. You let it go, lad. Sorry. I'm just telling the farmer
What do you
to.
mean?
No. It's just honest, man to man. It's not even mean. Oh, see, like mean would be talking about his drip, right? Just because you know you sell pharma products doesn't mean you have to wear the pharma products when you're in the store. And also, when the last time he's cleaned them, you look at the state of the floor. You disgust me.
Okay, I think I got enough.
Okay. Are you eating raw lobster?
Mm-hmm. Give me some nuts.
You could eat just raw lobster?
It's not raw. I cooked it earlier,
Oh,
but I
okay.
need to go cook again.
By the way, sir, I'll be seeing you later.
Cheerio.
I hate people like him. See all those people on the farms that do all the hard work? All he does is sell.
Mm-hmm.
He's what you call a real LARPer. He's wearing the uniform, pretending like he spent his day and night on the farm. I've seen the
A
real
real
people on the
lapper
farm.
is crazy.
No? I've seen the people on the farm.
I'm with Jenny. Jenny's right next to me. And I was with Zaire, Aaron.
Hi, my love.
Zaire, Aaron,
Today is the
Dame,
second day of my
and
chemo
Jaheim earlier.
treatment. The boys are staying with my mum for now.
a passport.
Every
Yeah.
day is hard,
We're just chilling,
but I try to
vibing,
stay
having
strong.
fun.
I miss you. Hi, my love. Today is the
Oh,
second
yeah, I didn't know they were
day
here.
of my
Oh, yeah.
chemo treatment. The boys are staying with my mum for now.
Okay, well,
Every
I'm
day
here
is
next to you.
hard, but I try to stay strong.
Listen to a message my wife sent me.
Hi, my love.
I sent it to you,
What
Luna.
happened?
Open your phone, Simone.
Today is the second day of my chemo treatment. The boys are staying with my
Oh,
mum
wow.
for now.
He's having chemo? Oh, Johnny? I didn't even know she was having chemo. What the heck?
What?
Well, yeah, it's been hard, you know.
I'm sorry. I'm hoping she's gonna come out of it, you know.
I hope so too. I hope so too.